Hello and welcome to another episode of 1/6 Showcase. I'm your host Zara Durrani. Now we've seen some pretty amazing collections so far. Some collectors like to have everything, but some like to make their own, and some have just the right amount to keep them happy. Today we're going to meet with Billy. Billy started off by collecting 21st century toys, but now he has everything from Dragon to BBI to Hot Toys. Let's go meet with him and see how he first got into collecting.
Hi everybody, I'm Artie and I'm your one-stop girl for today's segment. I'm here with Billy, who has been collecting military figures since the early days of 21st Century and G.I. Joe from Hasbro. Now, his collection has expanded to include several higher-end figures, such as those from Soldier Story and Hot Toys. We are lucky enough to talk with him today and ask him a few questions about the hobby. So how are you doing today, Billy?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's great having you on the show today. So tell me, how did you get started into the 1/6 scale hobby?
Well, when I was younger, I had these neighbors and they were friends of mine, and they had a whole bunch of G.I. Joes in their collection, and it was basically all military themes, and they were like soldiers that had all the equipment and vehicles and other accessories, and I was so fascinated and happy to see that there was such a toy out there, and I wanted to get something for myself like that too, but unfortunately I couldn't afford it at the time, but now that I'm older I can afford it, and seems like there's a lot of figures that you can collect out there right now.
Okay, and what is your favorite aspect of this particular genre of action figure?
I would say it has to be the details. The details have come such a long way than what they had years ago, and the manufacturers today are paying so much attention to this, and they're producing so much really good equipment and representation of things that are in real life. For instance, the figures themselves, they have bags and pouches and things like that, and zippers that actually work, with buckles that actually open, and Velcro, and all the little things like boots, for instance, shoes that actually have real shoelaces and fabric materials, and it's all really good. So I would say it's all in the details.
So what kind of figure would you like to see made that you haven't seen yet?
Well, basically all the figures that I've thought could be made, I think already have been made already, and which I'm very happy about. One figure that I really wanted to see come out, which did come out eventually, was the astronaut, and it's not poorly made or anything, but it's done really well. It's made by Dragon, and it's got the authentic lifelike material on the spacesuit, the working parts, the helmet, and also the various valves and things like that. Very, very detailed figure, and so I was very delighted when this came out. And so, but basically, I think all the things that I, could think of, basically they've come out in the last while, so I'm very happy about that.
I'm curious about this diorama that we have going on right here. Can you give me some details about that?
Yes, I like the, it's based on the movie Black Hawk Down, and I like the Delta Force soldiers that were in the movie, and so I purchased more than one of the Delta Force figures here, and I decided maybe I should put them into a bit of a theme or a diorama. And so what I did was I sort of put together a base which was from, I think it was a fireman set to firefighters, and I used that base. I painted it a little bit. I've added the American flag over there. I've added the Medal of Honor in the middle of that plaque there, and then I put a pilot who was a helicopter pilot who was in the movie, and he shot down, and these snipers, these Delta Force soldiers came to rescue him. And but unfortunately the pilot survived, but the two soldiers, they were lost in the battle. So I thought that was a great theme that maybe I can easily put together, and so that's what I did here, and hopefully, try to, get a bit of an interesting subject here going.
Excellent. Thank you for your time today, Billy. And that concludes our segment for today. Be sure to join in next time as we will continue to tour the homes of more collectors. I'm your one-stop girl for today, Artie. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep on bashing.